Hey everyone, so I'm here to change sweet Luka for you all. He's still wearing his outfit from the doll show and it's winter here, so every time I see him I feel very cold. I've been super busy, so I haven't had a chance to change him until now, since today is video day. So I am going to do that for you all, but I also want to discuss, oh, he's got a little bit of fluff. I also want to discuss a topic that Kelly Girl, which I'll link her channel in the description bar below, she brought up, I think it was a couple of weeks ago, it might be a little bit longer, a topic about bonding and what makes you bond with your doll. And she was talking about how, just little details about her silicone that she just couldn't get past and that she actually loved. And now I'm covered in fluff. So I thought that I would bring that up. I thought it was a really good topic, what makes you bond to your doll. And I'd love to hear your answers as well. It'd be really great if people could leave me some replies. I've just heard something smash out in the other room. I need to go check on that. I'll be back. Okay, so I'm back. Sorry about that. So I wanted to talk about that topic because I thought it'd be a really good one to bring up with everyone and hear their answers as well. And I thought that I would do this with Luka, one, because he hasn't been changed in a while, and two, because he has actually been a baby that I have struggled to bond with earlier in the year. I sound a little bit breathless right now. I've just run up the stairs. I think I might just leave this on because his his singlet, I said sleeper in the last video I made as well, was actually taken off for the doll show, and I think this is really cute on him. I really like that. I could just leave him like this. I just think he looks so adorable. So on to the topic at hand as well. So for me, I find it's easier to bond with open-eyed babies. I actually have this little saying where it's, if you're looking for realism and everything like that, then a sleeping baby is the way to go. If you're looking for something to truly bond with, I feel like open-eyed babies, for me and for a lot of people I know, works really well. And I think that's just because I find, and a lot of clients have told me this as well, that with an open-eyed baby, it's like they're looking at you. It's like they're engaging with you, and so you've got this need to talk to them and respond to them in a baby voice or whatever. Like, I know we all talk to our babies in a baby voice sometimes, and yeah, like, I just find it really interesting, and I definitely think that I bond more with open-eyed babies. However, I also find that there is nothing better than the comfort of a sleeping reborn, and I think that's why I have a variation of both in my collection. I have currently three sleepers. I was just looking in the crib, and I also have, let me see, 1, 2, 3, and it will be 4 open-eyed babies when Jinde is born on Friday, reborn on Friday. So yeah, I like to have a variation of kits in my collection, and I am attracted more so to sleeping babies. However, the babies that last the longest in my collection, I'm doing this awkward, tend to be open-eyed babies, and I think it's just because I've built up more of a bond and a personality with them, and that's why they stay around. The longest baby in my collection is Bailey, and that's only due to the fact that he is a representation of my dad. I don't think, if I was to be really honest with myself, that I would have kept Bailey otherwise. There's absolutely nothing wrong with him. I absolutely adore Bailey, but I just feel as though the only reason some days I keep him in my collection is because of that connection to my dad. And I've had Sui and Nico next for the longest, and I've gone through stages where I haven't really done much with them, but I've hardly ever thought about selling them. So, and that's just because I have a really good bond with them. Sui is just my little sweet Korean princess, and I just adore her so much. So now that he's all dressed, I just thought I'd bring you this way. But Nico is a representation of me, and I don't know, sometimes I feel like I should part with him, and then other times I'm like, no, I can't ever do that. And so the other two that have lasted the longest in my collection, and probably the most bonded with as well, Cerulean for me has a purpose. He's just a little role play fairy. I just love having him. He takes up no space, so whenever I come to think about my collection and who I want to sell and who I don't, I never include him in that. It's just because he's so tiny, and yet with this little silicons I always included them, so it's quite interesting. And yeah, as for Octavia, she is my snuggle baby. She's the best to snuggle, so I always beeline for her when I need a good snuggle. This wee guy I brought for the purpose of role playing, and unfortunately my role play account right now is on hiatus, and I think this is an Instagram account, and I think I want to try and bring that back alive. I went through a stage where I didn't really want to role play, and I didn't want to even really pick up Luka and stuff like that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with him, but I don't know, I just went through a stage where I felt like maybe I should sell him and everything like that. It got quite bad, and then I decided that I would enter him in the doll show and see how I felt afterwards. And even before the actual doll show, I decided I wasn't going to, and since the doll show I'm the most bonded with him. And I don't think it's because he won best of the section or anything like that. I don't know, it's just I went through a stage where I wanted to hold him again, and he's just so realistic. Like, Bonnie Brown has done a phenomenal job on this kit, and I know lots of people are getting sick and tired of seeing Levi's everywhere, but I really love this kit, and I really, like, he's just so comforting. And I think on a topic about bonding, I really wanted to bring it up that bonds for me change. I'm a Gemini, so everything in my life changes from what I kind of really enjoy to do on a day-to-day basis. Sometimes I go through stages where all I want to do is write fiction and nothing else, and then the next stage will be I just want to do crochet and nothing else. So I definitely have the same aspect when it comes to my reborns. I want to snuggle with Octavia, no one else, and then I want to play with Cerulean and no one else, kind of thing. Like, it's just, and I've accepted that. So yeah, I think a bonding factor is just down to how that baby has an effect on you, and in my case I find it more fun with the open-eyed babies. But I think after thinking about this topic for a while now and wanting to express myself through this video, I actually think I want to say that for me, at present anyway, I'm in a level of high anxiety every day, and panicking a lot because of the car accidents that I've been in recently. I just can't even get into a car without going rigid and being super paranoid that it's going to happen again, because I was okay after the first one, but when it happened again, it's kind of like my brain has triggered into this response that, well, it's happened twice now, it's going to happen again. And I really struggle. I'm driving and I'm being safe, of course. I would never drive if I felt out of control, but I do freak out when cars come flying up behind me. I've got a new coping mechanism where I leave a gap in front, not a huge one, but enough that if someone comes flying up, I can just move forward a little bit and still keep calm. And that's a way that I am working on decreasing my anxiety levels. But because they're so high, I think everything about the sleeping babies is just so attractive to me right now. Like, I'm looking in the monitor right now at how Luka is positioned with his little hand over my finger, and I'm just holding him naturally, and I just feel so peaceful and so, you know, content right now. And this is a baby that I was considering selling. Like, it's just mind-boggling to me how I go through these stages. And I just feel so connected to Luka right now. Just, it's hard to explain just how connected I feel to him without it sounding like I'm a bit off the rockers. Like, I feel like if I could have a son right now, I'd want it to be like, if Luka could come alive, that'd be great. I just feel really connected to him that way. I'm not about to go around thinking he is real and act like he's real, even though he is the role play baby. It's only down to his realism that he was that one. But yeah, I use role play as a way to express my want to write when I don't have any time in my schedule to sit down and write a story. So that's the only reason why I do it, and that's why he was purchased. And from that experience, I now feel like there was more to his purchase than just the role play, which is really great. And I'm really glad that I was able to express all of this in a video with you all and ramble on about probably nothing that makes absolute sense, but I know you guys kind of get it. You know, as reborn mummies and daddies, we all have our favourites. We all have ones that we bond to in a specific way. We all have bonding ups and downs. And even though I'm adding to my collection this year with a couple of other babies, I think this is the most content I've been with my collection in a long time. And I'm really excited to see where Jinde takes me, because having a toddler again in the collection is going to be very, very interesting. I didn't find that with Harriet I was bonding enough, and so I thought maybe toddlers aren't for me, but he is just so awesome, and I cannot wait for you guys to see him all together. I've sneakily put his head back on now that he's got hair and had a wee hold and stuff, and I just know deep down that he's my favourite little toddler, and I cannot wait for his special birthday party that we kind of are planning and everything like that. I know it sounds a little crazy, but again, a bonding factor makes you do crazy things, I guess. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please leave me a comment below and let me know how you feel about bonding with your reborns if you have reborns, or how you think you might bond with them if you don't. Are you the type of person that fell in love with a sculpt that you never intended to keep and it's your favourite? That's happened with a couple of mine. Or are you, you know, from day one, kit was perfect, painting prototypes were perfect, and then when you got it you were able to bond instantly? Or is it open-eyed babies that speak to your soul that make you really bond with them? There's so many different options out there, and I'm just really intrigued to see and hear what you all think about this topic. I think Kelly Girl bringing this up was an amazing idea, and I just loved hearing about her story and hearing about how she bonds with her babies and with her silicone baby. It's just so sweet. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you've enjoyed seeing sweet Luka, and continue to see him on the channel because he's staying. Yay! And yeah, I'll talk to you all in the near future. Bye everyone.